start. You can start. So, good day, class. We are now beginning lecture 4. Ndefo Okigbo classes. We are still talking on forces in equilibrium. We are still talking forces in equilibrium. Ndefo Okigbo classes, lecture 4. Let us look at another set of forces in equilibrium where we dealt with in lecture 3. We started forces in equilibrium in lecture 3. We are going to continue dealing with forces in equilibrium. Take for instance a wall on which a ladder, what if a ladder is laid inclined on a wall? This is a wall and this is a ladder. Now, if the wall is smooth, the reaction from the wall will be normal to the surface of the wall. That is, this angle will be 90 degrees of the reaction. Now, and this is the ladder. So at the middle of the ladder is the weight, the line of action of the weight of the ladder. The weight of the ladder. And is on the, and here, the ladder rests on a ground, possibly a rough ground. And since the ground is rough, the reaction will not be normal to the ground. It will come out at an angle to the ground. So reaction from the wall, reaction from the ground, from the soil. Then there is the weight of the ladder. So there are 3 features here that we're going to deal with. If the automatic weight of the ladder is likely to be known, but we can get the reaction from the wall and also get the reaction from the ground. Now, if this is so, what we do is to arrange the 3 of them, the reaction from the wall, the reaction from the ground, and the weight of the ladder. If we produce this up the way we did when we were doing triangular method of resolution of forces, getting resultant through triangular method, if we send this up, you have that this 3 forces now. If we arrange them, we can arrange them this way. That is the weight of the ladder, which is vertical. Then the reaction from the wall, which is horizontal. Then the reaction from the ground, which is inclined. This forms a closed triangle. The system becomes in equilibrium. But before we do that, we have to find out this angle of this, the angle of the reaction between the reaction of the ladder and the ground. Because if we get that reaction, it will help us to get out. As a matter of fact, we may know the angle, the inclined ladder made with the ground or maybe with the wall. Anyone we know, because we know that by nature of wall and ground that this angle is 90 degrees. So it's either we know this angle or we know this one. If we know this angle that the ladder makes with the ground, automatically with it we can know this height. Because if we know this angle, any of the trigonometrical ratios, like the cos plus, since we know the length of the ladder, will give us this length. The length, this is the length AB. It will give us length AB. So if we also, if we know the length of the AB and we know that the length of the ladder, and from where the center of the weight of the ladder is acting, it's at the center of the ladder. And if that is at the center of the ladder, so that means we know the length from D to C, which is half of the whole length of the ladder. So with that, if we produce this and we know this length, if we know this, we can automatically know from here to from E to F. That's from E to C. We can know E to C by trigonometry, since we know this angle and we know the length DC, which is the half of the length of the ladder. So if we know this, we were able to get this. So here we get this length, we'll get this length. So if we have this length and this length, automatically this one can be gotten by Pythagoras theorem. And if we get this one, then this triangle, this angle becomes easy. Even with only this and this, we can know this B and C here. This with this, that is AB and BC, we will get this angle. So immediately we get this angle, everything is done. The weight of the ladder is known. By sine rule, the weight of the ladder sine this angle, that's angle BCA, is equal to the reaction AC sine 90, which is also equal to CB, which is the reaction from the wall, sine this, sine CB, CAB, and all of them will be gotten. Let's take for instance, let's say this wall, the ladder is 6 meters. The length of the ladder is 6 meters. And this angle, the angle theta here is 30 meters. That's the angle the ladder made with the ground. So if that's the case, it is simple. We can get with this, we will get the height of the wall, which in this case, we got the height of the wall to be 5.196. 5.196 meters, since this is 6 meters. While if we take this as half of the length, which is 3 meters, because that is what the weight is acting. With this, with the cosine of 30, cos 30 is equal to CE over 2, that is over DC. So with that, we will get CE. If we do what I'm saying, we will get CE to be equal to 2.598. 2.598 meters. So if we bring it, that means this is 2.598 meters, and this is 5.196 meters. So automatically I can get CA by Pythagoras. If I do that, I get CA to be 5.809 meters. This is 5.809 meters. So with it, this angle angle ACB will be equal to get it will be sine of that angle. Even tan, if I like, I can say tan of the angle is equal to 5.196 over, that is opposite over adjacent, over 2.598, which I get. That implies that this angle, the value of that angle, the angle is 63.44. This angle is 63.44 degrees. From here, if we get the tan, we get the arctan, that gives us this. So with this, everything is solved. Now to get, already, we know that the weight, if we take the weight was about 40 meters, if the weight is 40 meters, 40 newtons, sorry. If the weight is 40 newtons, so it is simple. I want to get the reaction. I have 40 newtons over the opposite sine over sine 63.44 is equal to AB over is equal to AC over sine 90. Sine 90 is 1. which is also equal to CB over sine CAB is solved. If I want to get AC, which is the reaction from the ground, I have AC. AC is equal to 40 times sine 90 over sine 63.44. I want to get a CB, which is the reaction from the wall, is equal to 40 sine CAB over sine 63.44. So the other angles, this angle is 90 minus this will give me angle CAB. So if I do that, I have that AB is equal, that's AC, since AB is 40, AC is AB is 44. That's the CA is, that is CA is equal to 44 newtons. While CB is equal to 20 newtons. Is equal to 20 newtons. This is 44.77 newtons. So with this, if a wall is inclined, if a ladder is inclined to a wall, and we're supposed to get the reaction of the wall against the ladder and the reaction of the ground against the same ladder, especially if the wall is smooth, the reaction will be normal to the wall, while because the ground is naturally not smooth, the reaction will be at an angle. And with this, we'll be able to get the reaction from the ground and the reaction from the wall. So that is